we'd both like to thank Beth and John and the Patchogue Arts Council for this opportunity. We're going to take you on a kind of a psychic, cosmic journey. And the first piece is called Time Tunnel. And this is based on Carl Jung's ideas of synchronicity. The idea that the yin and the yang, consciousness, subconsciousness, when they kind of merge, they become something else, another thing. So, the time tunnel. Before time, there was just stillness. A moment was an eternity. Eternity was infinite. Eternity is now. Time stretches out across infinity. It's a line in 3 dimensions. We are on that line of time. We imagine the line from an imaginary point of view. As we move along the line, the past is an echo. It no longer exists, save for in our memories. Our memories hold the past intact. In multi-dimensions, time is a plane, extending everywhere at once, spreading to eternity. We exist on a point of this eternal plane. All moments exist simultaneously, the past, the future, the possibilities. They hold us to this moment, synchronizing us to this moment. Time is not limited to the dimensions of this plane. It exists in multiple dimensions. The plane becomes a cube, a sphere, a place with no beginning and no end. Consciousness extends beyond the experience of this single moment. We are free to expand that consciousness into that open space. I am a page in a book. My reality is that book. I see it as a multidimensional reality. I stand up from the book. I see it as 2-dimensional. I am now a new reality outside of that book. I stand up from that book in the new reality, unfolding into a new reality. Slowly, that reality becomes my true reality. In this moment, that time is linear. In the void, time is free from time itself. Reality yields to that freedom, and space folds into that self. And there, the tree of life is born. Then there is a great expansion. You are free to the endless energy of the self. Once you are free of the constraints of time, free of the physical constraint, you can await the future. A little explanation. That first piece was based on kind of the concepts of Bauhaus design, and it was basically to make simple forms, triangles, squares, and circles to create a costume, and we based this on that concept. So while my wife is changing to the next costume, I'll share another poem. Love is like time. Time held in a moment. Such divine beauty, it is held and then let go. It is held so fast. Love exists beyond time, the duality of now and forever, cast in the finest metals, forged and hammered to perfection. We exist as dualities of now and forever, of man and woman, adrift in a world of uncertainty, held together by love. Time waits for no one. We are here, then we are vapor. Memories create us, memories betray us. Love cements what remains. Do not forget, can the world surrender to such tenderness, to such love? The dance ends, fades away, we become memories. But we remember, left and right of the same person, of the same mind. A dance of reconciliation, holding the two together as one. Our movement's a marriage of light and dark, finding balance of heart and faith, spirit and form, intertwined in that moment of life. We live in this present moment, brought here by our memories, driven by our hopes, moving forward in peaceful reconciliation of now and forever. A dancer is in the moment. She expresses synchronicity with nature, a grace without explanation, transcendent. We know the truth of her movements. Dualities intertwined, time stops into pure emotion. So the idea of synchronicity is a very interesting concept, and I've been trying to read Carl Jung's book and comprehend its ramifications. And part of the idea of this is that we think of chance as a game. So we have a game of chance, and we have winners and losers. So we say if you get a 7 or something like that, you win. If you get a 2, you lose. And what Carl Jung talked about is this idea that every roll of the dice is profound and important. So instead of it being, if you throw a 2, it's not any less important than a 7. And there's a thing called the I Ching, which is a book of changes in Chinese culture. And basically what you do is you throw coins or throw sticks a series of times, and by the sequence of your throws, it brings you to a certain page in the book, and the book will give you an oracle or some kind of idea of what the future will hold for you. So what the idea is that this chance is a way of deconstructing. This is getting very heavy, I'm sorry. Deconstructing the reality that we live in. So instead of things being based on winners and losers and right and wrong, what it says is that all experiences bring us to different possibilities. So let's just say you throw a 2 and it says, I'm going to go left. But by the way, I'm stalling because she's sticking a little longer with the costume than I thought she was going to. But it's what my artwork, which came from this idea, is based on the idea that not knowing is just as valid as knowing. So if you use chance, like these characters that I draw, it's called aesthetic writing. And aesthetic writing means you draw letters, but they don't necessarily have a meaning. The idea is that somehow subconsciously, it still works, imprints on your subconscious. So we define A, we say that's the letter A, because that's how we communicate. But what this is saying is that any form will have some kind of subconscious imprint and open us up to the doorways of perception and make us be able to see things in a different way. Joanne, save me. But if you have any questions, I'd be happy to talk about this one.
This is a classic example of, what is it, the wardrobe malfunction?
Wardrobe malfunction. I think she's trying to tie the thing in at this point.
It
was worth it.
Okay.
Without any further ado. thing that's interesting about Wendi and I's collaboration is that her idea of synchronicity is very different than mine. Her idea of synchronicity is constant practice. So if she's going to do this dance, she'll spend hours flipping and catching, flipping and catching. If she does drawing, she'll take a brush and she'll practice the same stroke for a year before she even attempts the second stroke. So her idea of synchronicity is this constant discipline and practice, which is quite beautiful. My idea is just jump in and start making stuff. So it's a very kind of Western, Eastern concept of the duality of our nature. Try this next piece, hopefully this will I get in character. I learned this from Chris, he teaches me how to do it. It worked before, much easier. This is called Synchronicity. It was working before anyway. Actually, that would be difficult. And you can flip it when I If we all knew our purpose, there would be no need for the quest. The quest where we reach beyond our known world, out beyond the world of Synchronicity. Here we are aligned with time, with a sense of self, a place of universal happiness, content in our reality. I exist because of a passion, that of my ancient quest, and here I will take you away from it for a moment. There is a song. There is a song so deep that we cannot define the song. Happiness awaits us in the depths of our souls. We cannot understand, we cannot fathom the greatness of our potential. In a dream, we become the dream. In the severity of our experience, we try to comprehend all of these things that come at us from everywhere without any comprehension. We must retain our ability to laugh, our ability to sing, our ability to find joy. This is our purpose. This is our understanding. We go through life quietly. We go through our life screaming for help. We go through our life trying to understand and to decide our fates. There is no song, there is a song. We are pure, we are gold. Happiness awaits us. Thank you.
Wendi, Weng, that was very, very wonderful. Definitely the yin and the yang.